have what you came for.
Tell your master we have arrived.
He already knows.
Satellite Network Studios, where this teeming, overflow crowd awaits any chance to get a peek inside.
We have had an overwhelming response to my next guest. Crowds have been lining up outside of this studio since last night to see the special interview of this world-renowned speaker. His new book, Empower Your Future by Embracing Our Past, explores mankind's unending quest for meaning and purpose.
Okay.
Please welcome Dr. Dylan Lane.
That was quite an entrance. Very uncharacteristic for a doctorate in both world religion and mythology from Cambridge University, you know.
Well, they didn't know what to do with me either. Like I say in my seminars, what creates an extraordinary life is an extraordinary mindset.
Well, in addition to your many accomplishments, you seem to be an authority on the Bible Code, which is back in the headlines after Rabbi Aaron Rostenberg was found murdered in Jerusalem last week.
Rostenberg's loss is tragic. I was fortunate to meet him on several occasions.
Explain to our audience what this Bible Code is and how it works.
Well, crisscrossing the Torah is a code of hidden words and phrases that not only reveals our past and present, but foretells our future. Some even believe that it contains the actual blueprints of the universe. See, after removing all of the spaces and punctuation, hidden words are discovered by skipping equal numbers of letters. For example, every 4th, 12th, 50th, like a giant crossword puzzle. Hitler, the Kennedy assassinations, all encoded. Isaac Newton spent the last 10 years of his life studying the Bible Code. Another example, the computer found Princess and Diana, encoded at the same skip distance. And around it, Paris, tunnel, even Ab, August, and 5757, 1997 in our calendar. The very month and year she was killed. And most amazingly, in the book of Daniel, an angel tells him to seal up the book until the end of days. But Rostenberg may have found the key to unlock it. See, he believed that the Bible was actually a holographic computer program. And that instead of 2 dimensions, it should be studied in 3. If this could be achieved, the code would actually feed us prophecies of our coming future. Anyway, the reason I discuss this in my book is because what we want to believe as religion really traces back to myths born out of our collective consciousness.
Has anyone raised the question of how people like yourself can believe in these hidden codes within the Bible and yet not in the Bible itself?
You mean like, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so?
Yes, exactly.
My mother used to sing me that song. But you know what? She died in a tragic car accident when I was 10 years old. And I finally realized that her faith in this loving God, her truth, was just a myth. Therefore, myth must be truth.
Well, that has obviously colored your attitude a bit.
Cassandra, my goal is simply to create an environment to see change in people's lives. Somebody out there say change! That's right! Change is what we're about. I've seen too many held back, waiting on some higher power. Not until we grasp that we are the higher power, can we take the next step in our evolution and finally become whole.
Поразительно. Последней части кода не хватает. Конечно, последней страницы тоже. Программа все равно работает.
Эти двое вали. Надо их найти.
Stone Alexander has again opened his gates for his annual celebrity gala and auction for charity. And here comes the world-famous, globe-trotting Dr. Gillian Lane. Tell us, are you a buyer or a seller this afternoon?
Oh, I'm just here to drink some fine champagne and support a worthy cause.
Alexander, the beloved media mogul turned political dynamo, has recently been named chairman of the European Union. He plans to celebrate his good fortune today by auctioning his Arabian stallions, with all proceeds going to the African Children's Relief Fund.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your money. Thank you so much for coming. My very good friend, the lovely Princess Gabriella Fucini of Tuscany, has requested this opportunity to say a few words to you. Principessa, prego.
In the last year, Chairman Alexander's various corporations have focused on new ways to combat our diminishing resources. Today, we have the first signs of a breakthrough. The development of an inexpensive, high-nutrient wafer that can sustain an active person for more than a day. And a revolutionary new form of ocean desalination that will bring life-giving water to the driest of deserts.
Saluti. Cheers.
In light of these remarkable advancements, I am proud to present Chairman Alexander with this year's United Nations Humanitarian Award.
Mr. Chairman!
Ah, Mr. Mythology, the motivational guru. It's all right, Dominic. So, are you going to help us raise the roof around here?
I'm sure the bids will be a little bit out of my league.
Oh, come now, Dr. Lane. What creates an extraordinary life is an extraordinary mindset.
I believe you've met Miss Barris.
I'm a big fan.
Please excuse me. Change and forward motion is everything.
I'd like to get together with you and set up a meeting and discuss some ideas. Who's his friend?
Oh, you mean Dominic. He is one of Stone's top aides. A bit odd for sure. I believe he used to be some kind of a priest.
Yeah, well, if I were Stone, I'd watch my back.
Ah, brilliant.
Always come prepared.
Oh, thank you.
May I?
That's very kind of you. What would your wife say?
We're separated, so probably not too much.
Almost as effective as your personal power tapes.
Did I do something to offend you in a former life?
No, only in this one. You know, Stone is a good man. He doesn't deserve to be exploited.
Hey, I believe in what he's doing for the world. I'd like to help people out where it's not about making money.
Brilliant, because you know the best thing about your power tapes? The money-back guarantee.
So much for my run. You're act, Gillen. You okay?
Of course.
Always have to play the lone wolf. How's your family?
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Just a day back from pursuing the likes of Stone Alexander, which I told you was a big mistake. And now you're over here.
Hey, you invited me, remember?
You boys ready for the good stuff?
Would you spend all your time out? Tennis? Golf?
Why are you doing this to me?
Dorothy spoke with Jennifer yesterday.
Is that why you had me over?
Why didn't you tell us that you two were having problems? She said you're filing for divorce.
Not everyone can stay married for 30 years, Jack.
32. We're trying to help. What about little Maddie?
What do you want to hear? That I'm losing the best thing that ever happened to me, but I don't know how to fix it?
That's a start. We're friends, Gillen. Friends share things with each other.
Gillen, we've had our tough times, too. Being the wife of a senator hasn't been that easy. I'm sorry. We just promised each other that we'd stick it out, that we'd make it work no matter what. No matter what.
Fine. What do you know about visions?
Visions? You're the mythology expert.
I've been seeing them.
What kind of visions?
I don't know. Weird ones.
Maybe your collective consciousness is trying to tell you something.
Great. Now, you're mocking me.
I wouldn't mock the man who empowered me to my last election. I don't know anything about visions. I never had one. But I know about marriage, and I know about family. And I know the worth of a real man will show in the countenance of his wife's face.
Oui, je veux bien vous aider, mais ce n'est pas le moment. Oui, d'accord, je comprends, mais non, je suis très occupé. À bientôt. This Dr. Lane, what do you think of him?
I don't know what to think about him.
Well, I find him interesting. A man of vision. Not enough people with vision around me.
Because you know it in your heart, you know it in your soul.
Hello, Gillen.
Where's my birthday girl?
Oh, you can't keep spoiling her like this, Gillen. You already sent her birthday.
Where are you, pumpkin? Sweetie, I need some sugar! Guess who else came to visit you on your birthday? Tickle spiders!
Oh, yeah? Well, my tickle spiders are bigger than your tickle spiders. I reckon if you loved me half as much as her, we'd have one heck of a marriage. Don't tell me it's not true. Every time you come home, I get a hi, and she gets tickles and kisses.
You want some tickles and kisses?
I'm serious, Gillen. Sometimes I wonder if you take those speaking engagements just so you don't have to talk to me. I gotta finish the cake.
Jen.
No, Gillen, don't.
I took a teaching position at the university. I want to be here. For you, Maddie. I know it'll take some time, but I want to make it work. As we delve deeper into our dreams, we see how interconnected we all are. Someone say, my life might be...
My life might be...
someone else's dream.
Someone else's dream.
And mythology is to society what dreams are to the individual. And religion would have us believing that there are demons fighting and battling over our souls. But who needs that? I mean, we do a good enough job on our own.
Sign my book, Professor?
Don Alexander would like to apologize for having too many guests in too little time. He'd like to make it up to you by inviting you back to his World Peace Summit.
You'll have to express my apologies. I won't be able to make it.
I'm sure that'll disappoint him.
Дом Изаака.
Синагога. Дом Исмаила. Мечеть, наверное. Скорее всего, дом судьбы.
Свяжись с нашими лучшими людьми. Я люблю. Давай.
How do I look?
Studio says you look great.
Thank you. Can you come in on a medium shot?
Okay.
Tell me when you're framed.
Anytime.
Are you rolling? We've got to get this.
We're interrupting right now for a breaking story. Let's go live to Cassandra Barris in Jerusalem. Cassandra?
Behind me are the raging flames of where the Dome of the Rock, one of Islam's most sacred sites, once stood. Just moments ago, the ancient shrine was rocked by a devastating explosion.
Yes, Benjamin. Benjamin.
He is gone. You cannot help him now.
We have a message for you to carry, but we must leave this place. Come with us, please.
Into its 7th day, both Israel and Palestine are still denying any involvement in last week's explosions. EU Chairman Alexander has been holding talks with both sides for the last 3 days, but little progress has been made. World markets are under severe pressure for fear fighting will spill into the rest of the region. Oil is skyrocketing as the Saudis threaten to stop shipments unless Israel confesses to the explosions.
Looks like Maddie's out. Are you going back to your place tonight? Or you could stay here. We could pretend like we're newlyweds again. No kid, staying up late. What's this?
It's nothing, Zed.
Stone Alexander? Why didn't you tell me about this?
Nothing to tell. I turned it down.
But now you're reconsidering? You were moving back in this weekend. You know, to tell you the truth, I'm surprised it lasted this long.
It's just a week.
A week.
I made you and Maddie a promise. I'm gonna make it work. It's just a week.
Both Palestinian and Israeli casualties continue to mount. EU Chairman Alexander remains optimistic that he can still get both sides to sit down to talks.
Fighting in the region escalated to a higher level yesterday as tanks from both sides exchanged artillery fire outside of Bethlehem.
Sir, Israel is pulling out of the talks. I'm afraid they find your position unreasonable.
Tell them it's unreasonable people who shape the world. Tell them it was unreasonable for their fathers to even think they could have a homeland again. Then tell them that you'll continue to be unreasonable until they make a deal.
Well, that's all well and good.
No. I'd like you to contact the Israeli Prime Minister with Dr. Lane's excellent advice. Then I'd like you to see to his bags and lay another place at dinner. Now.
Yes, sir.
Leave me. Vashatachi. I knew you'd be an asset.
That's all these wild siblings need. A beast to tame their savagery.
But it's not just them. We're all so savage, so disjointed, so independent. There's no order, no direction, no common
vision.
Yes. Rome. The Roman Empire emerged after a century of strife, not unlike our own century. Yet Pax Romanus ushered in 200 years of global peace. Art, literature, culture. The world was united. And that is what I would like to see. Oh yes, like you, I'd like to create a climate to foster change in people's lives. Yes, I'd like to see us take the next step in our evolution.
What we need is someone to rally behind, someone to... What is this music?
Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov. Oh, he makes me feel alive. He inspires me.
Yes, inspires. We need an archetypal figure to embody the message. Like Dr. Martin Luther King Gandhi. A new Caesar to usher in a new peace.
Oh, no. Oh, no, not Caesar. Why, man, he doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus, and we petty men walk beneath his huge legs and peek about to find ourselves dishonorable graves. Oh, no. No, I'm not that ambitious. I'm going to let you in on something to which even fewer people are yet privy. The bombings, the food shortages, the epidemics, all connected.
Who? Why?
Well, I don't yet know, and that's what makes our job all the more urgent.
Our job?
The finest Barolo in the land.
From the vineyards of Stone Alexander. A man of many talents.
Well, my father was a grower. My father. Fathers that, like so many Alexanders, have in these parts from morn till even fought. Dishonor not your mother. Yes, he is also a drunken, wife-beating womanizer, a vile man. I've tried to separate the wheat from the chaff, as it were.
You've reached the lanes. Leave a message.
Hi, guys. Jen, I was hoping you'd be there. But, well, I've been offered a position as Chairman Alexander's Minister of Information. We'd head off on a goodwill tour tomorrow. Don't quite know for how long yet, but everything inside me says that this is it. This is my reason for being. Tell Maddie I love her. I'll try to get back in touch as soon as I get the chance. Take care of yourself.
Family, or the greater good. Oh, it's a hard choice. I had to make it too, a long time ago.
Ever regret it?
You and I, we have a higher calling. So come, let's go and celebrate our new association.
Stone Alexander and motivational guru Gillen Lane embark today on what they are deeming a worldwide tour of goodwill. They kick off the tour with a rally for peace and unity in Washington, to be followed by similar gatherings in capitals around the globe.
The stock market leapt to new heights with Stone Alexander's proposal to create a unified global currency. He followed his announcement by offering to donate his latest desalinization plants to struggling nations that would need help with jump-starting their economies.
In Jerusalem, crowds of curious onlookers have been gathering around two unidentified men who are claiming to be prophets sent from God to warn the world of its coming end.
Back at the Vatican, however, Gillen Lane, announcing the formation of a united world religious council, claimed that the world is not at an end, but is a glorious new beginning. Following the conference, Dr. Lane plans to remain in Rome, taking some much-deserved rest at Alexander's castle.
Hello?
You must stop the Midas summit.
What? Who is this?
You cannot allow it to proceed.
The summit's top secret hasn't even been set yet. Who is this?
It plays right into their hand.
Whose hand? Who is this?
I know about Rosenberg's program. I can't be part of it any longer. Meet me at the Piazza della Cattedrale tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Alone. The truth shall set you free.
Then he said, the truth shall set you free. Probably just a wacko.
I think you should meet him. Who knows what we might learn. I'll send some men along for protection.
No.
Vale! Ciao!
If I'm gonna go, it should be alone. I don't want to scare him off.
And this is all he gave you? Well, you didn't say who was after him? Nothing?
He didn't have a chance.
I should never have let you go alone. I should have known that...
But he said...
I don't care what he said. You could have been killed.
What's this all mean? Wild siblings, tamed by beast? Those are practically my own words. And then the Hebrew code.
To be honest, I don't know. What if this was designed to dissuade us from a summit? I don't know how it was discovered, but I do know what it tells me. We need to move ahead before something else happens. Get me the Israeli Prime Minister on the line and have the jet ready for Israel.
I'm telling you, no, I won't agree. No, I want it understood that we will not give up one more grain of sand. My people will not stand for it.
Gentlemen, please. I understand your fears over hidden agendas. But Chairman Alexander is a reasonable man. A giver, not a taker. Gentlemen, let's not get hung up on negatives here. Chairman Alexander has given his wealth to the world. He wants to give it to you.
And as a show of good faith, I would like to make to you all a proposition. I am very pleased and proud to announce a 7-year peace treaty that not only secures the borders of Israel, but grants to the Palestinian people an independent state. To help restore hope, I have agreed to begin the healing by personally funding the rebuilding both of the Dome of the Rock and the famed King Solomon's Temple side by side on the Temple Mount. Dylan, congratulations. Congratulations.
Listen to me carefully. Your life is in danger.
Okay, where's the camera? I mean, Stone put you up to this, right?
Gillen, I am serious. Look, I don't understand any of this, but I have a message for you from those prophets. They said to follow the pages of blood.
You sure it wasn't the butler did it in the conservatory with a candlestick?
Dylan, Cassandra, come and join the celebration.
Chairman Alexander continued to leave his mark as UN delegates approved his plan to create a world union modeled after his 10-zone European power base. In return, Alexander delivered into their hands his miracle food and water formulas, as well as a revolutionary new technology that neutralizes atomic weaponry.
Gentlemen, as a symbol of our new tenfold global unity, I have great pleasure in presenting you with this enduring image.
But it's hard for me to believe that so many countries, including our own, would just hand over their sovereignty.
Oh, no, wait.
And frankly, I'm just as surprised to find myself in the minority.
It's not about handing over sovereignty. It's about greater resources.
Oh, no.
Look what an Alexander-run European Union has done over there. The World Union is still a democracy, just on a broader level.
balderdash. That's a cheap shot.
Now, 1 year after the decree to rebuild the temple and the Dome of the Rock, work is progressing on both holy sites.
The mysterious prophets continue to stir up trouble in Jerusalem, claiming God has given them the power to shut up the heavens as part of God's judgment on the world.
Chairman Alexander and Dr. Lane will be returning to Rome this evening after celebrating the 3-year anniversary of the Middle East Treaty here in Geneva.
They said to follow the pages of blood.
Chairman?
So you tell me. What? If fate assigns us our roles and we don't fulfill them, are we damned for it?
What are you talking about?
If Adolf Hitler was assigned his role and he played it out perfectly to the end, was he damned for his obedience?
Stone, you are on the verge of...
What? Listen, when we took Rostenberg's program, none of us could have dreamed that following the prophecies would bring all this about. The food breakthroughs, the political secrets, the remapping the Middle East, your name, my name, Lane's name. If the code's phase 1 was so unstoppable, what happens when we initiate phase 2?
All you have to do is trust the code. Look. From 10 horns he will rise. An empire built on stone. All bow before the beast and his prophet. You have to trust the code. Go downstairs, initiate phase 2, and it's prophesied that the world will lay at your feet.
Ah, yes, but will it be of my own free will, or because I've become the beast, a pawn in something...
Son of Dr. Lane? We know you're in here. Hold it right there.
Put that gun away, Dominic.
You've seen the prophecies, sir.
Put it away.
You stole Rostenberg's program. You've been following the code like a script. Blown up the dome, the synagogue.
Yes, and look what good we did, Gillen. How many people you and I have helped. How many lives we've saved. Think of all that we've accomplished together. Give me the program.
I gave up my family, my life for you. People are dead. Rostenberg...
Gillen, listen to me. Listen. Life is never what it seems. You stand on the brink of achieving your greatest dreams. Now, don't give up on them now. I need you to be my spokesman for this new world. My visionary. Yes. My prophet. Leave us, Dominic. I said, leave us.
You said I would be the prophet. Dr. Lane shot Chairman Stone. Yeah, he's locked me in the lab. Get me out of here. Help the police find Lane. I want him dead or alive. I don't care.
Alto! Guardate qui! Alto, signore! I documenti, per piacere. Grazie.
How could he escape? I don't care. I want his face in every police department on this planet. Now do it. Outside in the hall, either side of the door.
Please be home, Cassandra.
Are you all right? Gillen! Gillen, what is going on? It's all over the news.
Dominic shot.
Oh, has he?
Wait! I found the pages. Pages of blood? You were right. Look, I need your help.
They'll be combing the airport, so I would have to sneak you aboard one of the network jets. I can't believe I'm doing this. Get in.
Bye, my friend. I'll take it from here. I'm on my way down.
Doctors are announcing that Stone Alexander died from an assassin's bullet at 2:06 a.m. Rome time this morning. Again, the suspect is said to be none other than Dr. Gillen Wilcott Lane. Motive is unclear at this hour, but Lane is said to be armed and dangerous. Law enforcement agencies from around the globe are banding together in a worldwide manhunt. Italian authorities are moving to shut down all avenues out of that country.
Now, I think I speak for everyone when I say that we are shocked at the horrific actions of this Dr. Lane. That we cannot, we must not let the deeds of one lunatic stop or even slow down Stone Alexander's global work. Every once in a while, there comes a person who is the embodiment of the collective conscience. Buddha, Confucius, Christ, Muhammad, and now I believe somebody who is worthy of our praise and adoration, Stone Alexander. We must not forget him. We must embrace his global work with the assurance and the courage that he is watching over us.
So what do we do after we find the prophets? Do we try and expose the truth?
The disc. Rustenberg always said the Torah contained the genetic code of the universe. I never thought he was serious. He used a prophecy in the book of Daniel to create the 3D model and unlock the code. 77s are decreed for your people and your holy city. 70 rungs of text, 7 rows each.
But this top rung is missing.
In Daniel, it says that after 69 sevens, they will be cut off until the end of the Gentiles. Rostenberg must have never had a chance to enter it.
Alexander.
Oh, now, get out. Nobody gets in here.
Oh, never mind. Come here. I said, come here. Closer. Hello, my friend. I'll take it from here. Continue to be useful to me, and I'll keep you. But when that is no longer the case, you'll watch your bowels spill out of you as Judas did when he betrayed his master. Is that understood? Good.
Now, the final code. You have recovered it, haven't you? Hmm?
No progress on the final code, sir.
And Lane?
Nothing.
Realize a man struggles his entire life to gain the praise of his parents, the love of a woman or of a man, and the respect of his peers, and they reward all this effort by putting him in a box piled high with this sort of ghastly flowers he'd never buy himself. In or out, Dominic?
I'm sorry. I thought you might be resting. I didn't want you.
Well, I haven't slept in 48 hours.
Then I'll come.
No, I've lost the need to sleep. I close my eyes and thoughts fill my head. Thoughts that are not my own. Thoughts... what have you brought me? 7 horns bow to wounded head. Splendid. I want you to set up a meeting of the World Union. We'll see which of the 10 nations remains faithful to me.
Here?
Yes, why not? A bedside summit. It has a rather nice ring to it, don't you think?
Yes, sir. The thoughts, are they like the voices?
Mm-hmm. No. They're more powerful. More powerful and singular, yes. Yes, as if whoever it is has me at his complete mercy and painful. Oh. So painful, yet sweet. Yes, much more sweet than the voices. Yes, I owe you a debt of loyalty, don't I? I made a mistake with Lane, but you gave up the priesthood for me. You saved me from the voices.
I wouldn't be here if you hadn't stumbled into my confessional.
Well, I couldn't think straight. The blood was still on my hands, and the voices were...
What you see as a weakness, I see as a strength. Any man that's willing to kill his own father has the courage to accomplish anything.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed.
Are you sure this is the place?
It's where they brought me. It's hard to tell because it was dark the last time I was here. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, that this is the room that they brought me to. Yep.
Shalom, Dr. Lane.
We have waited a long time to meet you.
Who are you guys supposed to be?
Our names do not matter. What matters is the truth.
7 out of 10. I'm overwhelmed. Oh, it's amazing what one will do for a little attention.
What was it like, sir? Do you remember anything?
I heard a voice whisper, "Alexander." I turned, and there was this man. "I am Alexander the Great," I heard him say. Gentlemen, what I'm about to tell you goes no further than this room. Understood? Yeah. Then the great general, he said to me, "In my time on Earth, I conquered the entire world. But after only a short life, I found myself here in a different world. And Weary of war, I decided to stay, rather than go back and solidify my kingdom. But you, he said, you must go back. For the sake of human evolution, be the Alexander I was not. Unite the world.
Stone Alexander has just been appointed the first ever Chancellor of the United World. At one point, tensions flared and 3 council members stormed out. The majority, however, remained resolute. Official inauguration is set to coincide with the dedication ceremonies for Solomon's Temple on the Jewish holiday of Purim 1 week from today. And here comes Sir Percival Lloyd. Let's see if we can get a word with him.
3 times the Chairman Alexander rejected our pleas, but we finally managed to convince him that who better to heal our wounded world than a man who has himself been mortally wounded and yet has miraculously risen again. At such moments of trial in our history, certain famous words have been spoken, but never have they rung more true. The king is dead. Long live the king! Thank you. No more comment, thank you.
The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have had a fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed. The whole world was astonished and followed the beast.
A near-death experience doesn't make someone die.
It is written in the last days, a world leader will rise up, rebuild Solomon's Temple, and usher in 3.5 years of world peace under a new Roman Empire.
Then, possessed by Satan, he'll declare himself God and embark on a reign of terror until the Lord comes and destroys him. The final battle between heaven and hell approaches.
Look, all I care about is clear my name. How do I get the final code?
There is a war going on between angels of light and dark over your soul, Dr. Lane.
What are you talking about?
The 4 horses of the apocalypse. The other visions.
No. They're not real. They're in here. Maybe you are too.
The truth is staring you in the face. All you need is the faith of a child to accept it.
My childhood was ripped away from me, so I don't know exactly what that is.
You keep looking for something to fill a void in your soul that only God can fill.
This is ridiculous. Jennifer, it's Gillen.
Oh, Gillen, are you all right?
I need your help. I've got proof of everything. I've been emailing it to the World Union leaders, but I think Alexander's intercepting them. I want to email you the program, and maybe you can run it by that law school friend, the one in the NSA.
Anything, Gillen.
Thanks, Jen. I knew I could count on you.
What happened?
They found us.
Who are you calling?
I can't get a good reception. Pull over.
Why?
Just do it.
Hello?
Hey, it's me. Have you found anything?
I don't know what kind of fool you take me for, Gillen. I checked out the program. You don't have anything. Alexander is a good man. He's done a lot for the world. I think he needs some serious psychological help, Gillen.
They've gotten to you, haven't they?
I want you to leave me and Maddie alone, Gillen. Don't call here again.
We gotta get to LA.
Are you insane? Dominic's men are all...
I don't care. It's my fault that they're in this mess. I gotta do something. It's my child.
Program stopped running. It's as far as we can go.
Never mind. We'll proceed with my coronation at the temple.
Coronation? Without the final code, we're backed into a corner. There's no way out.
Oh, I always leave myself a way out.
How to get to Los Angeles? Who's helping him? And why isn't that house surrounded?
They're on their way. No one thought he'd actually turn up there.
Why isn't he taking the shot? Take the shot.
I don't have it.
Take the shot!
I don't have it.
Sweetie, no. You just had another dream about Daddy. That's all, okay?
What is going on?
Gillen, I told you. Leave us alone. Get out. I'm so scared. I don't want him to hurt us.
Gillen, we don't have much time.
All right, Jen. Call your mom. Tell her you and Maddie are coming to see her for a few days.
But the phone's bugged. They'll be listening.
Exactly what we want. Because then we'll all pile into the minivan, head down into Mexico instead. That should throw them off and buy us some time.
They're rolling. Where are the troops? They're seconds away.
Gillen? What are you doing here? What's going on?
Sorry, Jack. We had no place else to turn.
Jack, what's the matter? What is it?
Honey.
We've got a full contingent combing the area, but it looks
like we've lost them.
Why did you come with us, Daddy?
Listen to me, sweetheart. Dorothy's gonna take you and Mommy up to their cabin for a while. Remember how much fun we used to have up there? Uncle Jack's gonna call some government friends and help Daddy straighten this out. I'll join you in no time.
Promise?
Promise.
Take care of yourself, okay?
You too.
Don't go, Daddy.
Poor Adam 23, what is it, buddy?
Let me make those calls and get you something to drink. Put some whiskey in it. Settles the nerves.
Jack. I'm seeing demons.
Demons? God, you really do need help.
They're real. They're real.
I don't know what to say. Excuse me a minute. I'll be right back. Weak bladder.
I just received your message. Keep Lane there. My men are moments away. Jack? Jack?
Yellow nut. Are you okay?
Sorry. It was for your own good. I did it for you. I did it for your family. He's in the bathroom. Hey! Hey, what are you doing? Nobody said anything about shooting him?
All units. Suspect has fled on foot. Believed to be leaving Hancock Park area. Destination uncertain.
bad dream. You were having them the whole flight back.
Where are we?
Safe. Back in Israel.
What?
I found you passed out in the street.
You have awakened.
He's won, hasn't he?
Whatever happens, we must not give up hope. The final code.
Goodbye, and remember the faith of a child.
Where are you going?
It has been foretold in the book of Revelation, Dr. Lane. It is time for us to meet our destiny.
Gillen! Gillen! They gave you the final code.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
I knew they would. Hand it over. You should know by now, Gillen. Even Satan comes as an angel of light.
The massive temple has been meticulously reconstructed based on Old Testament accounts and detailed historic records. Despite this attention to detail, many Orthodox Jews are up in arms over Chancellor Alexander's modification to the sacred landscape.
Sir, she just signaled. We have Lane and the final code.
And there's my way out. I told you I always leave myself one.
Yes, sir.
You have built a magnificent house for me. My soul leaps to see all that has been accomplished. For I have said in my heart, I will ascend to heaven, and it has come to pass. I will raise my throne above the stars of God, and it has come to pass. I will sit enthroned on this mount of assembly, on the utmost heights of the sacred mountain, and it has come to pass. I alone have done what no man has been able to do. I have taken the next step in our evolution. I have become king and God. Blasphemy! Here is blasphemy!
When you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel standing in the holy place, let those in Judea flee.
For death has come up into our palaces to cut off the children from without and the young men from within.
How you have fallen from heaven, Lucifer, son of the morning. How you are cut to the ground.
The day has come when people will stare at you and say, is this the man who made the nations tremble?
You have all bowed to the man of sin. But on the house of David, The Lord.
The Lord?
Yes, the Lord will pour out his spirit of grace. They will look on the Lord whom they have pierced and mourn as one mourns for his only son.
The Lord? I alone am the Prince of Peace. If there is any other, then show us all a sign, right here, right now.
It is a wicked and perverse generation who asks for a sign. But like Christ, your only sign will be this. Destroy these temples of his holy prophets, and the Lord will rebuild them in 3 days.
It will be my pleasure. I want these reprobates put on display and guarded. Let the world see what happens to those who oppose me. Get me out of here.
The Israelis and several others are seceding.
And I'll make them an example to the rest of the world for treating me this way. Have my generals waiting for me in Rome.
Others may follow, sir.
Then I'll crush them too. Don't forget, I have the final code. So, if I decide to give the signal, I'll want a quick ground strike to allow our envoys out of the region, followed by a strategic nuclear strike. Oh yes, they'll pay the price for their insolence. And let me know the moment Miss Barris arrives.
Yes, sir. Chairman, you may want to have a look at this.
What can possibly be so pressing?
Pick your pick.
Over 3 million are dead and thousands are seeking refuge after a freak meteor shower hit Eastern Europe.
The Hong Kong plant has ground to a halt as early tests are confirming that the ocean's molecular structure has somehow mutated. The entire fishing industry has shut down.
I just received this from Gillen Lane. It's true, isn't it?
Well, what do you think?
We will not stand for this.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you don't have the choice.
Yes, we do. The world shall hear of this.
Gentlemen, please. Let us continue to work together as we have in the past. Allow me to finish here, and I will join you. Ah, Cassandra. My Jezebel. My Salome? Well done.
He never suspected a thing.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't, but, me, I just hope it wasn't too difficult for you knowing how attached you've become.
Attached? I don't know what you mean.
I mean, I just wonder if you'd ever have the courage to pull the trigger. Never mind. What have you two been playing at? He's tricked you.
That's impossible. He couldn't have.
Oh, so now you're defending him.
No!
I think that you and I had better go and have a little chat with him. We
can't have the last prophecy without the final code. What is it? We're going to keep asking these questions until you tell us.
I don't know.
You realize I may not have to destroy the entire Middle East if I had the assurance of security that the code's final prophecy would give me. Oh, I had to die to initiate its second phase, so... who's going to die to kick it into its final phase? Hmm?
Jesus, save me.
Everything's forward motion. How about I help you to the next level of evolution?
Let him go.
The truth has set you free.
In light of the resurrection of God's holy prophets, we are recanting our support and declaring you a heretic.
Gillen.
Call off the attack.
Dr. Lane, what an unexpected pleasure.
Call it off or you're a dead man.
Oh, I've already been a dead man.
Call it off, so help me God.
God? I'm the God of this world. And you could have been here with me, couldn't he, my love? Yes, my Trinity.
You spend too much time in your codes. The beast and his false prophet get cast out into the lake of fire.
Fairy tales. I am the one who controls the outcome of history. I'm the one who calls the shots. I'm the one who tells people what to think, what to believe. I was Judas, betraying Christ to be crucified. I was Hitler, leading millions to the slaughter. And I was the drunken driver who killed your mother. But I was also the one who stopped a bullet for you. Yes. I died so that you might live.
Can't you see what he is?
Oh, she sees. She sees the one who raised her out of the gutter, who empowered her, and who turned her into someone desirable. Just like I did to you.
I'm sorry, Gillen.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, like the final code? There's still time to call off the troops.
Lightning 1, Scorpion 5, all cavalry elements clear. Rendezvous phase line, Charlie. Roger that, Scorpion 5.
Very well. Prepare the attack.
Wait! I'll give it to you.
Ah, yes, I knew you'd be reasonable.
Forgive me.
Thank you. Commence the attack on my mark.
What?
Well, they're already in position. Why waste the trip? On my mark, 3, 2, and...